The lightning bolt has hit India, and he's in Mumbai right now, sitting across me. You know who I'm talking about, the man who holds the record for the 100, 200 and 100 into 4 relay, or rather, yeah, that's what it is. Usain Bolt, thank you so much for speaking to me today, and it's an absolute pleasure. You're in India for the second time. The last time was 14 years back. A lot has changed. What stands out this time around?
More people. But I'm here for a longer period of time, and I've actually got to try the cuisine this time. You know, I mean, last time it was just in and out. Met a lot of people, seen the young athletes, so there was so much.
Yeah, I'm not surprised you said lots of people because it's the most populous country in the world. But having said that, there are actually, and I was doing a little bit of reading before this interview, a lot of commonalities, particularly in the cuisine. It's interesting that you mentioned that, the lamb curry and the roti. Have you had a chance to try it out?
When I was here the first time and I tried it, I was like, oh, this is magnificent, you know what I mean? Because the curries are different in Jamaica. It's a different type. So for me, when I tried it, it was wonderful. So I've had it like almost every night since. So that's good.
So the people that you've met, and you've interacted with a lot of athletes, a couple of young sprinters in India as well. You see promise there. What do you see that you like?
Yeah, I was talking to the young athlete, and he was saying, can't remember his name. He's just started to run the 100 and 200 meters, and I met him. He signed with Puma. We were having a conversation, and he shows a lot of promise. And he was asking me about starts, and because he's also tall, and so we had a great conversation. You know what I mean? And I told him if he needs any advice, contact me, and I'll try to help out as much as possible.
That's really magnanimous of you. But speaking about height, you're 6'5". It's not evident because you're sitting down. And a lot of people who don't know about this, when you're talking about sprinting, you need to have a slightly lower
center of gravity.
And so you're 6'5". You've challenged it right there. You had scoliosis that you were, it was diagnosed, and that's a curvature of the spine.
Still do.
How did you get past that?
It was a lot of challenges. Those are the two main challenges. For me, scoliosis was just something there to maintain. It was a lot of core work to keep my core steady, because I would pull my hamstring all the time. And the start was just, I had to work on it immensely, but it became average. So that was okay, because the end of the race is all my best part of my race, so all I had to do was make sure I got a good enough start.
You know, everybody who watches, and anybody who's had internet over the last decade and a half probably has seen that race. In the last part of that 100-meter where you've pretty much, you've not hit the record, the line yet, but you've already celebrated, and people are thinking he could have gone faster. Did it ever occur to you?
Yeah, but it was never about running world records, because at the time I had the world record. So for me, it was just going to the Olympics to win. You know what I mean? It was my first season really pounding out the work. So I was just happy to win, you know.
So when you think about the journey that you've had and you look back, of course, you've overcome these challenges, but I'm just wondering about the mental state, because you've rebounded several times from injury. You mentioned that your hamstring is given up, right? What is the mental state that requires?
I think at the start it was tough, but after I met my coach, Glenn Mills, he kind of gave me more confidence, because he would explain to me, listen, injuries are part of the sports. And the first thing he did is, listen, we need to find the root of your problem, because I didn't figure that out until I started working with him, you know what I mean? And he said, all right, the scoliosis is their problem. What do we need to do to avoid this? And that's kind of what gave me the confidence, because I knew that I had somebody that knew exactly what we needed to do at all times to make sure I was okay.
Is he your biggest motivation, or somebody else?
Yeah, for me, my coach played such a big role. He's like my second dad, you know what I mean? He really supported, not just in track and field, but in life. He would give me advice with everything. So it's something that I really, really have to give thanks for.
Okay. Any advice that you would give to people that are starting out? Because a lot of people in this country as well want to be sports people, but then it's all or nothing pretty much. You hit the peak. What advice would you have?
Make sure it's something that you love. You know what I mean? That's the first thing. I think you have to love anything you're doing. And then take your time, learn your craft. and give it time. You know what I mean? Nothing's going to happen overnight. Take your time, believe in yourself, and just push through.
But very few people achieve what you did, which is to be the absolute peak at what you do. How do you deal with the knowledge, perhaps, that you might never get there?
No, never think that. That's the first thing. Never think that. For me, when I started out, I never knew I was going to be this great. You know what I mean? It took me time to get there, and after a while, I kind of said, you know what? I'm gonna stop limiting myself because I never knew I would get to this level. And the moment you kind of take the limits off yourself, the limit is the sky. That's why one of my mottos: anything is possible. Don't think limits. You know what I mean? So never limit yourself. Believe if you think you can break the world record, work towards it.
Do you think that you had another gear that you could have gone into?
My coach believes that.
Oh,
my coach said the world didn't see the best of me, so he believed that. I felt like I did great.
Yeah, I mean, everybody thinks.
But my coach, everybody but my coach.
That's why he's your coach. Last bit on the fact that you're here with Puma, and I'm just wondering what you take from this journey, right? Because it must have been an incredible experience meeting the kind of people that you did.
Yeah, for me, just coming to a new country really and experiencing and seeing people and having conversations, you know what I mean? Especially seeing the youngsters coming up and competing and how passionate they are, you know what I mean? And feeling the energy. It's always so wonderful. And I give thanks to Puma for the opportunity, you know what I mean? Last night I saw drifting live. I've never seen it, so that was kind of cool. And being in a drift car, so the energy and the different vibe and just the different culture is always wonderful.
Rapid fire, just to close things out, your favorite food in the world?
My favorite food in the world right now is actually curry goat.
Curry roti, that's the Jamaican staple, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, Jamaican music or something else?
No, Jamaican music for sure.
And your favorite performer?
Vibes Cartel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Favorite cricketer in the world?
Okay. Oh my God. Stuff to say, Chris Gayle.
Chris Gayle, okay.
Yeah.
Universe champion, yeah.
Yeah, universe boss.
Universe boss. Favorite bowler in the world, let me clarify.
My favorite bowler. It's hard to say. I'm a massive fan of most of the West Indies. Like, I know Courtney Walsh very well over the years, and he was always funny watching him bat also.
Okay, you're famously a Manchester United supporter. Who's the one footballer that you admire the most, and not necessarily in the current stock?
For me, Cristiano Ronaldo is ultimate, but Van Nistelrooy was the one that I saw first, and that's how I started supporting Manchester United. Okay,
the best advice that you've ever received?
Oh my God, it's as simple as work hard for anything you want. And my dad told me, anything you want, son, if you work hard, you can achieve it.
If you weren't the fastest man in the world, who would you be?
Cricketer for sure.
A bowler?
Yeah.
Okay.
I could bat too, but I think I would focus more on bowling.
Fast bowling, of course.
Yeah.
Your favorite place in the world?
Just being home, tell you the truth. I travel so much, it's always great to go home.
On that note, Usain Bolt, thank you so much for taking the time. Pleasure speaking with you. It's very close to Diwali, and I'm not sure if you know that it's a big festival here in India.
Okay.
If you could look into the camera and say Happy Diwali to everyone watching.
Happy Diwali.